Hello everyone, my name is Suleiman Jai for those that don't know me. Yeah.
Hello guys, you were expecting Suleiman, but it's me, featuring Omar. Now, I'll give you a small summary of what this guy attempted to do, right? So the whole plan was for us to go to Tian'anmen and show you guys how it is, you know, the portal, the entrance, pretty interesting, and the plaza that is in front. But guess what? We couldn't. Because it seems that they changed the system, and because of COVID, you can only get there if you, one day ahead, make an appointment, and we didn't, right? So we, changed the plans. We decided to go to a different park in the northern part of the Tian'anmen Square called the Northern Sea. In Chinese would be Beijing, right? So I think you're gonna love it. And in the meantime, let's show you around. Let's look around how it is to walk around the city of Beijing. And I'll leave you with Suleiman. See ya, boy.
Alright guys, so like my friend already told you guys, Omar, we're gonna take a walk since we were not able to get into the Tian'anmen. So we're gonna just take a walk around and show you around some of the places. I mean, our view right now, what we see on the streets. Even though we have some COVID situation around, at least you have some, people moving around. So let's just give you a view. Along the way you have some restaurants, a few stores around. Selling different stuff. Like here, man, got some vases.
Guess what? I guess that's some China in China, am I right?
Yeah, somebody's selling some China in China.
I should have my own comedy show, I guess. Hell yeah.
Snacks.
Flying to a star on a spaceship. Gotta move fast, gotta make it. Whatever it takes to get to you. Whatever it takes. Flying to a star on a spaceship. Gotta move fast, gotta make it. Whatever it takes to get to you. Whatever it takes.
By the way guys, just a quick observation. Here in Beijing, and I think the whole of China, you have a lot of electric motorbikes. A lot of them, like electric scooters, they're everywhere. Also, some of the buses are also, or most of the buses are also electric buses. So you have a lot of electric vehicles here in China. So yeah, also you have a lot of bicycles around. In some areas you have the rented bikes. Just rent a bike for 30 minutes, costs you like 3 yuan. No, actually 1.5 yuan.
Yeah. For
the bike. So just something just wanted to share with you guys. But like I just told you guys earlier, we have a lot of electric bikes here in China, especially in Beijing. So this is just an example of that. You have like a lot of electric bikes packed around. But one disadvantage to it is that sometimes the pedestrian area, like the walkways, are always packed with a lot of bikes. So you have the pedestrian space is taken away sometimes. Here it's a little wide, as you can observe, but in some instances you have like very narrow pedestrian areas, so that is a problem. Well, it's convenient because they can move around with the bikes, but there's also some disadvantages to it.
Pros and cons.
And another thing is also you have the speed limit regarding with the electric bikes. That here within Beijing, like within the first, second and third rings, I think you cannot go beyond 40 kilometers per hour.
From 40, I think it is, even though some bikes can go up to 50, but...
Yeah, so you have that speed limit there. Yeah. So you cannot ride a bike that is beyond that limit here in the first, second and third ring of Beijing.
Later on, I suppose in the video, you're gonna show them a map of Beijing so people can understand what you mean by rings. Because it's the urban layout of the whole city.
Shawty got drive holding 3 kids. Daddy not around, try to make it. Every single guy wanna naked, but she wanna move on to the big shit. Ayy, been so lost I can't move on. Don't sleep no more. I want you close. Now wait for you.
Yeah, by the way, right now the weather is really hot.
Hell yeah.
We're approaching the summer, but it gets really hot right now.
Also,
I mean-
sorry to interrupt, and there's something I want to say, right? We carry masks, but to be honest, I think 50% of the people is not carrying masks. So it's not like, ah man, it's mandatory, like super mandatory. Indoors, yeah, perhaps, but outdoors, it's more like a suggestion.
Yeah, I mean, just a side note.
Yeah, man. Okay, you can cut it out, but I had to say it.
Now away.
By the way, just something interesting. You also have these kind of cars. They're like mini-sized electric cars. So yeah, just to show you what it is. I mean, you don't find this anywhere else, I guess. So let's take a look.
Flying to a star on a spaceship. Gotta move fast, gotta make it. Whatever it takes to get to you. Whatever it takes. Flying to a star on a spaceship. Gotta move fast, gotta make it.
Actually, we just walked past a few, couples taking some photo shoot. Looks like a couple's afternoon or something. There you go, and
Oh, they are covered by that one.
have another one over there. Yeah, another couple over there.
How many couples did you say? I see 4, man.
Oh, I thought there were like 3. There's another one over there.
That's a 3rd one. Then there's a 4th one. That's a 5th one.
Oh, it looks like couple's afternoon photo shoot. Right next to the Tian'anmen wall. There.
Whatever it takes to get
All right, guys. Please move on.
Flying to a star on a spaceship. Gotta move fast, gotta make it. Whatever it takes to get to you. Whatever it takes. Flying to a star on a spaceship. Gotta move fast, gotta make it. Whatever it takes to get to you. Whatever it takes.
Guys, you look pretty cute.
Wow. Now we are at the back side of the Tian'anmen Square,
Of the Forbidden Palace.
or the back side of the Forbidden Palace.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like
okay.
the name Forbidden Palace. Even though you're
So-
allowed to enter for a fee.
So here, I mean, again, we've found some couples around, couples photo shoot. So it looks like a spot for photo shoots. And here we have some artificial or man-made, I don't know, one from moat, they call it, I guess. So yeah, it's just, the Forbidden Palace right over there, where we can enter, also having to pay, of course, but yeah, you can enter, have a nice view of the area. And I was just told that the excavation that they did here, like the dirt and whatever debris that took from here, was taken to some other part and made into a park. So once we get there, I'll just show you how it is right now, and at least tell you a little background that I know of. But in the meantime, you can just enjoy the view from here. This is just to show you quickly. This is the entrance, the main entrance to the park. And remember, this is the Jingshan Park. So there you scan a code, the QR code for the health kit. And then you have your temperature taken. Then you can buy your tickets over there at the ticket counter there. And then you have another security check right over there. And then that's from the main entrance. So I would really recommend coming into this park. It's really a nice park with very beautiful nature, and you get to see the whole view of Beijing.
Shawty got job holding 3 kids. Daddy not around.
As is just entering, one of the parks that I told you we're gonna visit. So it's the ticket area. You show your passport, and then you just pay. And as we know in China, we mostly use WeChat Pay or Alipay, which is the most common forms of payment, and that is just that. So you have a QR code showing, and then a scanning machine, and then here in this case we have our tickets. So now we're heading into the park, the entrance. So that's the entrance, and we are in. Luckily at in this park we didn't need an appointment. We just got the appointment right at the entrance. So yeah, welcome.
If we have time, we can go to the Beijing.
Every single guy wanna naked. But she wanna
Okay, so we
move
got
on
the
to
tickets for
Beijing.
4 yuan. I mean 2 tickets for 4 yuan.
So
Can you show them the tickets, please?
Oh yeah, dude.
All right, so those are the tickets for
2
2 yuan each. So 4 yuan
Pretty
for both of us.
affordable.
So it's pretty cheap. So once you come to China, I mean, once you're in Beijing, maybe I recommend to just visit.
Oh, I definitely recommend it because over here you can, I mean, the nature is actually sweet. During winter, it looks very beautiful. Autumn, just the same. And on top of that hill, you are gonna see like a very beautiful view of the whole city. You can have like an understanding of the rings of the city, and you will have a direct perspective towards the Forbidden Palace. Forbidden Palace.
All right, guys.
It's
So
actually a very nice spot.
when you're around, pay it a visit. Really natural park. So let's show you around.
I can't move on, don't sleep no more. I want you close. And I will wait for you. And I will wait. Flying to a star on a spaceship. Gotta move fast, gotta make it. Whatever it takes to get to you. Whatever it takes.
Oh, nice bamboos, by the way.
Gotta move fast, gotta make it. Whatever it takes to get to you. Whatever it takes. Flying to a star on a spaceship. Gotta move fast, gotta make it. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, guys, I don't know if you can hear, but my friend here was telling me, you know, just translating the name of the park, which is Jingshan.
Beijing, Beijing.
Yeah, so it's like a scenic mountain or mountain
Yeah.
scene, you know, scenery for the mountains.
Also
So, yeah.
like a scenic mountain because the whole concept is for the view. You can have a very nice view of the city. Graduation ceremony, huh?
Okay, so here we have the entrance to go up. So we're gonna climb up to have a better view of the whole area.
Look how nice it looks. I mean, for those who enjoy nature, just having a nice walk around, I think that's a nice spot. You can bring your special someone and steal a couple smooches.
Flying to a star on a spaceship. Gotta move fast, gotta make it. Whatever it takes to get to you.
Oh, I have to say, even though, while this city is actually very nice and got like lot of very interesting spots, this is not a city for the weak-legged person. You know, like you're gonna get those clubs going, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you walk in this city like a madman. You ever been to the Great Wall?
Yeah.
Dude, you see how beautiful it is in pictures, but what nobody tells you is that, my God, dude, you're gonna burn some calories.
Yeah, with the Great Wall, I mean, a lot of climbing,
Oh, dude.
and the
but
steps are uneven, so they make it.
what about the slope?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Nobody tells you that in some portions of it, like the steps are 10 centimeters width, right? And the slope is very inclined, man. You have to hold yourself with these like steel tubes that they have next to the wall, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, the rails are there,
Yeah.
especially at the, what was the last one we went to? Not Mutianyu, the other one, Badaling.
The Badaling door.
Yeah, to the Badaling Great Wall, section of the Great Wall, the rails are like knee high. Like this one is a little above the knee, almost like waist high, but there, these rails are like knee high. Very low, so that would tell you how steep it is. But again, as you can probably hear, Mora is starting to pant. It's also a little steep here, so not so smooth the climbing. So like I told you earlier, the excavations that were made right behind the Forbidden City were deposited here and made into an artificial hill and turned into a park eventually. So kind of making use of the debris. So very creative.
Whatever it takes. Flying to a star on a spaceship. Gotta move fast, gotta make it. Whatever it takes to get to you. Whatever it takes. Shawty got job holding 3 kids. Daddy not around, try to make it. Every single guy wanna naked, but she wanna move.
Alright, I thought we were at the top, but we have to reach the top. So we got a few more steps to climb to get to the top.
Now we'll wait for you. Now we'll wait. Flying to a star on a spaceship. Gotta move fast, gotta make it. Whatever it takes to get to you. Whatever it takes. Flying to a star on a spaceship. Gotta move fast, gotta make it.
Hey guys, we're already at the top, and this is more or less the view that you see. And right now, actually my friend Omar was telling me when he last came here, it was during the winter, so you can imagine that the trees were all leafless. They had already shed their leaves. But right now we have some leaves here, so it's a little blocking the view a little, but more or less that's the view that you get of the Forbidden City right over there. And you also have a lot of people,
What do you think of this view?
So guys, what do you think of the view?
It looks very beautiful.
You can leave your comments below in the comment section for us to know how or what you think about the view here of the city. By the way, I don't know if you can appreciate that other building right over there. Building there is actually the tallest building here in Beijing. Yeah, so like he's saying in Chinese, that building is the tallest building in Beijing. So I don't know if you can appreciate it over there. And we have like a nice view of the city.
Another interesting thing is this pretty much marks the central point of Beijing.
What? Okay.
It's pretty much the center of the city.
Alright, so we've just been told that this is actually the center
It's in English right there, actually.
of Beijing. So let's have a look at it.
It's a central point of the whole city. So once you show them the map, you're going to see the layout, the urban layout. And it's pretty much the center of the other one.
And right here you have a really nice view of the city.
Daddy not around, try to make it. Every single guy wanna naked, but she wanna move on to the big shit. Hey, been so lost I can't move on. Don't sleep no more. I want you close. Now we'll wait for you. Now we'll wait. Flying to a star on a spaceship. Gotta move fast, gotta make it. Whatever it takes to get to you. Whatever it takes.
Yo, Suleiman, what do you think of the whole trip?
I think it's been nice because I've never been to this
Isn't
part of
it?
the city. And I've never had this view of the whole city. So yeah, it's an interesting view. I mean, you have a little climbing to do, so make sure you're a little physically fit.
Hell yeah!
But apart from that, you have a really nice view of the city, and I get to stand on the central part of the city.
Hell yeah!
as you might have heard earlier, you know, Beijing is more or less designed in a kind of like from a center outwards, like a circle with concentric circles around it. So they call those circles rings. I mean, they're not circular per se, but they call them the rings.
They're more like squares, but
yeah. So here is the center of it.
yeah.
So it's a really interesting place to be.
Right. So thank you, Omar, for showing me this place. Oh yeah, you're welcome, my friend. You're welcome.
Alright guys, after exploring, now we are heading back. Tired already. Even though it's not so high up the hill, but you can have a very nice view that you have seen already in the video. So have a nice view of the Beijing city. So now we're heading back, heading downwards. From the other side, different from where we entered. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it,
it's not over yet.
Give it a thumbs up.
It's not over yet. We're still walking. Still walking. So
all right, okay. Let's just take a little more work.
Yeah. I gotta figure out what to do. Like playing around with these trompos, right? They make a very interesting sound. So if you don't want to miss it, man.
Flying to a star on a spaceship. Gotta move fast, gotta make it. Whatever it takes to get to you. Whatever it takes. Flying to a star on a spaceship. Gotta move fast, gotta make it. Whatever it takes to get to you.
It's a crow.
Whatever it takes. Shawty got job holding 3 kids. Daddy not around, try to make it. Every single guy wanna naked, but she wanna move on to the...
You know what I really love about these people and their parks is the use of stone as a natural element. Normally, you know, parks in the West, they are what? Trees and grass, you know, and the grass is like super steady. I mean, it's beautiful, don't take me wrong, but there is something of the Chinese park that they implement stones, and none of these stones actually, because this is a man-made hill, pretty much none of these trees or rocks are endemic, right? They were brought. Once they decided to move all the dirt from those moats into here and make this hill, they decided like, okay, we might as well just make a scenic spot, right? But the stones, my God, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I understand. I mean,
yeah.
Interesting.
It's got something to do with
well, guys, again,
thingy, man.
Just in case you didn't know, my friend is an architect, so yeah, he's giving you the architect point of view.
Opinion. Let's call it an opinion. Right? Let's call it an opinion.
Okay, his opinion, but at least as an architect.
Just my take on it.
Yeah, but it's actually interesting because these are some of the stones that he's talking about. So
you have to admit that this layout of park is a variation thing, but particularly Chinese more than anything. There are industries that are specialized in making in taking these type of stones, and there are engineers, which is funny. There are engineers that they are educated into the proper layout, because remember, I know it might sound like a meme for a lot of people, like the feng shui, but people really pay attention to that here. The location of the doors, the location of windows, the location of water in the house, they really believe that might affect your mood. So they pay extra attention to all that. Which, by the way, I'm sorry to talk too much, but that is one of the reasons why when they're like developing these housing areas, they go extra and they try to implement these canals around it. They don't need to, but they invest in it because of the feng shui. Okay. It adds to the value of the property.
Interesting.
Man, it's crazy. Oh, dude, do you hear that?
Yeah.
Those are the trompos. Let's go. I don't even know how to say that. Spinners, right? Spinners.
I guess so, like the thing that they put hula hoops.
No. We call it trompo in my country, but spinners is like these toys that you throw it and they spin.
Oh yeah.
But these guys, they like balance it out with a rope, so they. Let's see.
Been so long. thoughts, I can't move on, don't sleep no more.
Oh, wait a second. This guy is taking a break, but I don't want to move from here until he spins that thing again. I really like the sound of that thing.
Oh, he was the one spinning it?
Yeah, you see that orange thing on the floor? You're gonna see how he use a rope to balance it out and move it all the way. Well, I guess he's gonna take a long break. But what I wanted to say is that what I really like about Chinese culture, and it might be normal in other places, but at least not in my country, is that old people here, you know, seniors, they try to stay active, and they exercise a lot, right? Oh my god, I came out as a show off, like, oh my god, this guy doesn't know how to say exercise.
No.
But he does it in Chinese. Who is this guy, man? But that's exactly it, you know, and they find ways to do it. They get together, they dance, they do some silly TikToks. Oh yeah, they spin these spinners that hopefully we get to see it. The ladies, they dance with these, what do you call these things?
They have like a stick with some rope on it.
Yeah, they have this small baton or stick thingy with a. It's not a rope. It's more like a. It's like a cintillo. It's like
like a ribbon.
A ribbon. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly it. And they do it very elegantly, man. I really enjoy it. I was told that what they do that a lot is actually at the Tian'anmen in the Temple of the Sky, Temple of the Heaven.
Temple of Heaven. Okay.
Yeah, Temple of Heaven. So I think we should visit it.
We could plan it.
Yeah, it's just very. I mean, we have a train station that drops us just right there.
Well, guys, one more possible trip to go. We'll take it into consideration.
What? Wait a second, what's that? You guys hear that? Let's take a look.
Let's get closer. Oh, that's some interesting sound. Again, back to the entrance, and then we entered from that side. Okay, yeah, this is where we entered from. As you can see, the main entrance here. You know, we took you around, took you up the pagoda, so you had a nice view, and then we came out this way. That's where we came out from.
That's where.
So it's actually, the park is actually a little big. I mean, it's bigger than I had expected because I walked a lot, and you know. So yeah, we are now again, like I said, at the entrance, and we're about to leave this park. So maybe we might head out to another park, if we are allowed to go in, of course. If not, then we'll see you some other time.
Yeah, let's see what's up on the road. Something interesting that I can say that I definitely do not have in my country is these engineering techniques for pedestrian crossing. You know, normally you have these over the street type of bridges for people to allow them to cross from one point to another of the streets, right? But here, of course, they try to use some underground passages. So let's go ahead and try to cross the street right away.
Flying to a star on a spaceship. Gotta move fast, gotta make it.
Now, Suleiman, I'll be honest with you, right? In some other countries, people would be really scared to go through these areas late at night. I mean, if it's not ghosts, it's criminals, right? But here, like, it's very normal. No, actually, by the way, in most of these areas, which is rare that we don't have it here, they have like one or two baoan, which is, they are not cops, but they are like, let's say, public safety type of personnel. They watch out that people do not litter or do not loiter around, and you know, any kind of quarrels or whatever problems, they just intervene right away. So it's a pretty safe city. And from my perspective, which is an opinion, I think that although these type of crossings are like, okay, they are expensive because you need the machinery to make the tunnels, and then you need the equipment to move around all the, how do you call that, like the soil that you remove, right? It is a lot expensive to build it than just a bridge. But on the other hand, what you get is a very clean view of the streets of the city, and the areas look more open. So there is that.
Once again, over there is the the tallest building in Beijing. I think you can see it over there with the lights flashing right there. So yeah, interesting there. It's right next to the CCTV building.
What about
in
that
Guomao.
one that you have just right in front?
And this one here is one of the entrances to the Forbidden City, right?
That's right. You see the Gugong. That's a famous Gugong right there.
Yeah, so that's one of the entrances to the to the Forbidden City, which we unfortunately couldn't enter today because we didn't have a reservation or appointment.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be able to visit soon and then also show you around.
We're gonna be walking through this street, so you're gonna see another entrance, which is like the east, like the western entrance.
Okay.
As you go this way, let's go.
Okay, so we're gonna take, like I said, a different path, and just to show you a little around the Forbidden City. So yeah, it's Beijing is an interesting city.
Indeed, my friend.
A lot of architecture. I mean, especially from the architecture's view.
Yeah,
He has a lot of opinion architecturally speaking. In my case, I don't have much because there's almost nothing to see apart from the electrical part. Say most of it is just underground or hidden, so it's like you don't even know whether it is there. So,
but could talk days about the energy consumption in this city. It's insane. I mean, if you think of how much energy you have to generate just to keep the public transportation, the daily charge of bikes, cars, and whatnot. I mean, guys, I hope you guys see San Lituan. San Lituan, just that area, has the whole energy consumption of my whole country. My God.
He is right. He is right. Like I told you earlier, Beijing and China in general has a lot of electric vehicles, so that takes a lot of energy to charge.
Just imagine how much you have to generate.
That is one downside of them. But it is convenient. It is very convenient because you also have less pollution, especially noise pollution and air pollution. So it really helps. Because years ago, I've been told, and also I think you might also find online, is that Beijing used to be one of the most, if not the most polluted city in the world. But currently, it is not.
I mean, you can even fish there and not die. Look at those guys.
Yeah, man, people are fishing on the other side, so that's right there.
You know what? I'd love to take a shot of they casting the bait in slow-mo.
This is just the other side of the Tian'anmen Square that we said that we show you. So yeah, again, you have people, shooting pictures, being around.
You were saying that that's a big ass excavation, right?
It is.
It's borderline ridiculous, but you're forgetting how committed these people are. The exaggerations. I mean, who else would do a great wall out of stones that takes centuries to build for a war that never happened?
As you might have noticed, guys, you have a lot of security around, so we are in let's say a very important area, which is the Tian'anmen Square, where you have the palace, the state house. So yeah, you have to really you have a lot of security. So here's a security check actually, so we're gonna show our passport, and then yeah, there you go, security checks everywhere. After a very long walk at a tiring one, we've shown you around a little, so now we are heading back. We are already on the highway, so I'm gonna show you just where we came from and where we're headed. We're gonna take the subway now back home, back to the university.
Back to the university.
So yeah, what do you wanna say, any words?
Well, I'm happy. It seems that Suleiman actually enjoyed the park.
I did.
It was quite a walk. It's unfortunate that we didn't get to walk in front of the main area of the Tian'anmen Square, but hey, you can always do that tomorrow. I hope also you guys enjoy the view, and until the next time, happy to be in this video.
Alright, by the way, let me just show you quickly where we came from. So yeah, this was just the last part that we came through. So, you know, again, another security checkpoint. So it's like everywhere you have security checkpoints, because, you know, this is where you have the state palace, you know, the state house. So we're gonna take the subway from here. As you can see, that is just the subway station. So we just go down, and yeah, that's it. So see you guys in the next one. Hope you like the video. Bye bye.